Want to build Spanish sentences like a native? Today we're learning the essential sentence structures that will let you express any idea in Spanish. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to put words together correctly and communicate naturally. Let's start. First, let's understand the basic Spanish sentence structure. The most common pattern is subject-verb-object, just like English. But there are some important differences. I eat pizza. Yo como pizza. Yo como pizza. Notice the structure. Yo is I, como is eat, pizza is pizza. Subject, verb, object. In Spanish, you can actually drop the subject pronoun because the verb ending tells you who is doing the action. This is very common. I eat pizza without the pronoun. Como pizza. Como pizza. The verb como already tells us it's I, so we don't need yo. This makes Spanish more efficient. Let's practice with more examples. She drinks water. Ella bebe agua. Ella bebe agua. Or without the pronoun, bebe agua. Bebe agua. Now let's talk about adjectives. In Spanish, adjectives usually come after the noun. This is opposite of English. The red car. El coche rojo. El coche rojo. Notice, coche comes first, then rojo. Noun, then adjective. A big house. Una casa grande. Una casa grande. The beautiful city. La ciudad bonita. La ciudad bonita. Some common adjectives like bueno and malo can come before the noun, but they change form. A good friend. Un buen amigo. Un buen amigo. A bad day. Un mal día. Un mal día. Now let's learn negative sentences. To make a sentence negative in Spanish, just put no before the verb. Very simple. I don't speak French. No hablo francés. No hablo francés. She doesn't eat meat. No come carne. No come carne. We don't live in Madrid. No vivimos en Madrid. No vivimos en Madrid. Questions in Spanish are very easy. You can make a question 3 ways. First way, just use rising intonation with the same word order. You speak Spanish as a question. ¿Hablas español? ¿Hablas español? Same words as the statement, just rise your voice at the end and use question marks at both beginning and end. Second way to make questions, invert the subject and verb, like English. Does Maria speak English? ¿Habla María inglés? ¿Habla María inglés? The verb habla comes before the subject María. Is the restaurant good? ¿Es bueno el restaurante? ¿Es bueno el restaurante? Third way, use question words. We learned these in a previous video. What do you want? ¿Qué quieres? ¿Qué quieres? Where do you live? ¿Dónde vives? ¿Dónde vives? When do you arrive? ¿Cuándo llegas? ¿Cuándo llegas? Now let's talk about word order with direct objects. In Spanish, the direct object pronoun goes before the verb. This is different from English. I see it, talking about a car. Lo veo. Lo veo. Notice lo comes before veo. I love you. Te amo. Te amo. The pronoun de comes first. Let's practice building longer sentences by adding more information. Start simple, then add details. I eat. Como. Como. Now add what you eat. Como pizza. Como pizza. Now add when. Como pizza los domingos. Como pizza los domingos. I eat pizza on Sundays. We built a complete sentence. Another example, starting simple. I go. Voy. Voy. Add where. Voy al parque. Voy al parque. Add when. Voy al parque todos los días. Voy al parque todos los días. I go to the park every day. Perfect sentence. Let's learn how to connect ideas with conjunctions. The most common are y, o, and pero. I speak Spanish and English. Hablo español y inglés. Hablo español y inglés. Coffee or tea? Café o té? Café o té? I want to go, but I can't. Quiero ir, pero no puedo. Quiero ir, pero no puedo. Important note about y. Before words starting with I or hi, y becomes e. Spanish and English. Español e inglés. Español e inglés. Notice we use e instead of y because inglés starts with I. Now let's talk about using two verbs together. When you have two verbs, the first one is conjugated, the second stays in infinitive form. I want to eat. Quiero comer. Quiero comer. Quiero is conjugated, comer stays infinitive. I can speak Spanish. Puedo hablar español. Puedo hablar español. Puedo is conjugated, hablar is infinitive. I need to study. Necesito estudiar. Let's practice building complex sentences, combining everything we learned. I want to eat pizza, but the restaurant is closed. Quiero comer pizza, pero el restaurante está cerrado. Quiero comer pizza, pero el restaurante está cerrado. Perfect complex sentence. We have two verbs, a conjunction, an adjective after the noun. My friend speaks Spanish and English very well. Mi amigo habla español e inglés muy bien. Mi amigo habla español e inglés muy bien. Notice the e instead of y before inglés. Where do you want to go tomorrow? ¿Dónde quieres ir mañana? ¿Dónde quieres ir mañana? Question word, two verbs, time expression. Excellent. There you have it, the essential patterns for building Spanish sentences. Remember, subject-verb-object is the base. Adjectives usually come after nouns. No goes before the verb for negatives. And questions can be formed three ways. Practice building sentences every day, starting simple and adding more details. Which sentence pattern will you practice first? Comment below. Subscribe for more Spanish lessons. Gracias for watching.